Hello everyone! Hello! I'm a few minutes late. I still was in the bathroom, I'm sorry. Oh wow! Ah! Hey, my chat is gone. Wait, I cannot see anyone. Hello, is anyone here? No wait, on stream there are people. Wait, I think I broke something. Oh, I closed the music. Wait. One second. What are we listening to? I think this one is good. Hello. Hello everyone, I cannot see you. Wow. Wow. Good morning, good evening, happy lunch or nighttime. Hello, hello. I don't know if you... Wait, microphone is a bit low. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but yeah. I'm having a little bit of a how do you call this? Like my throat is aching a bit. How do you say this in English? A sore throat? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. I hope I don't sound too weird. Yeah. I mean, okay, if you clicked here, you already saw it. You already saw the title. You saw the thumbnail. So yeah, I want to talk about some things tonight. Yeah, so I'm already sorry for being a bit more, being not as, I don't know, loud. I'm not really loud usually, am I? But not as loud as usual, or however you wanna call it. Yeah, I'm still a bit tired. So last weekend, I've been, if you kept track of the news, I've been going out. Imagine corner touching grass, right? I've been out. I've been on a convention, on an anime convention, I guess. I got invited on a short notice. It was really nice. I got an exhibitor ticket, so we could get in earlier, and I got a hotel room too. It was a fun weekend. I've been posting some pictures on the Discord if you wanna see. Yeah. So lately there's been some things going on, and it's kind of been affecting me, and it's also been affecting my streams. So I thought it might be about time that I start talking about it during a stream. Yeah, where to start? Yeah, some things are not really going well, and yeah, it will be a bit different from my usual streams. It won't have the usual mood. So if this is not your kind of thing, and you know you wanna have the happy and fun streams, you know, for a relaxing evening after a long day, I get that too. Yeah, I will be live probably tomorrow with like the usual kind of content, so it's okay if you skip this one, yeah? But yeah, today I'm gonna talk a bit about like life things, and this is not something that I often do. Yeah, I just take this as a content warning, okay? Being with Kona's a reward on its own. Thanks, Jack. That's really sweet. Well, so, if you already know me a bit longer than just here on stream, you might know already a few of these things. So, but I thought I have to give a bit of context for it to make sense, okay? Bear with me for a bit. Yeah, yeah, as you notice, I've been usually when I can, I'm around quite a lot, right? Like, you can see me on the Discord, and you can see me streaming for like usually around 6 hours at a time, 4 to 6 hours at least, sometimes even longer. I remember when I checked the stat page, like the how was it called? Portal Virtual Creator or something like that. Before I started streaming again after my break. And it said my average stream time was like around 10 hours. Oh my. I think we got it a bit down by now. Yeah, a big reason why I can do this is because I don't really go anywhere else. I think that much makes sense, right? You know how we joke a lot about here, how the moon bunny is never touching grass? Yeah, when I said I've been going outside like 5 times last year, this wasn't a joke, yeah, I mean it. I left my house like 5 times the entire year. Sleeping stream when? Yeah, I'm good at that. We can do a sleeping stream. There's one we go 16 hours straight. Kona is Spaceman Goblin? Yeah. But I'm not sure if this is entirely voluntary. So, as you already know, Chad, I've been missing for quite a while this year, yeah? And I already wrote it's about, you know, medical things. But I never really went into detail besides like the people, you know, who talk to me more privately, like on a calm evening on a Discord or something. And yeah, so I have a bunch of medical health implications that are making my life a bit harder than it would need to be. And lately it's been affecting my stream more than usual, I think. Oh yeah, this is the main reason why I want to talk about it now, and I don't plan to talk much about it outside of that. Like, if you have questions, even later on, it's okay to ask, and I don't mind these questions. I just don't like to talk about a lot of, like, inherently negative things a lot, so... if it's every now and then, it's okay, but I try to keep it to a minimum. I want my streams to be more of a place to get away from like negativity instead of like radiating it. Hello. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, to give a bit of an outline about what I'm usually dealing with, like I'm having chronic diseases, few of them, with like the most prominent one being like a chronic pain disease. So I'm essentially in pain every day, all day, for no particular reason. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's like, it's a brain issue, yeah. Yeah, I know, the Vtuber having brain issue is nothing new. But, yeah, it's really tough to deal with. And I've been having this for a very, very long time. I mean, like, so long, as long as I can think back, I cannot remember a time where I didn't have this kind of pain at all. I cannot remember that. It's been too long ago. And it's been kind of a hindrance in my daily life for a long time. Sometimes I can manage better, sometimes worse. It really depends on the day. Like sometimes I wake up and I'm in pain, like quite a lot. I just wake up and I'm in pain for no particular reason, and I cannot like get up or move my body. Most of the time my pain is in like my stomach. So like it's hard for me to sit up or things like that, to eat. If you're more interested in this, I don't know how you would translate this. Like it's a chronic somatoform pain dysfunction or something like that. I honestly don't know how to translate it in English. Kona always on hard mode. Yeah, like easy casuals. And yeah, this was already tough, but this is sadly not the only thing. Like what you already know is that I later got the issues with my lungs. That's also why I've been gone missing a few times. This is like when I have these like long breaks at once, like over months. It's usually my lungs. Like I had 2 surgeries before because they collapsed. I just have bad genetics. There's no like bigger thing that happened. I just have bad genetics, and they've been kind of destroying themselves and collapsed. That's, yeah, I think that's a simple way to put it. Is this why you always have bad sleep schedules? It's part of it. It's part of it. Like it doesn't happen a lot anymore, but it used to be more the case that that I would wake up with like in pain in the middle of the night. But this is not. I don't think that's the main issue. Yeah, I'm also having issues with insomnia. So I think it's just. Oh yeah. I also have issues with my phone. Wait, it crashed. Okay, while this is starting again, I just continue talking while staring at you with a dead stare. Okay. Yeah, I think it's more of a stress issue. Like, you know, with like everything that happened and my pain and all of that, like I sometimes have more stress, and then I usually also sleep worse. Like I keep on waking up or cannot fall asleep in the first place. Oh, I can move again. Yeah. And it's kind of rough. But honestly, the thing's been getting better. They've been really getting better. I've been trying to work hard on it. I've been trying to reduce the amount of stress that I have. I've been trying to look positive onto life, because, you know, it's not just that, you know, pain sucks, obviously, but if this is your situation, then you get used to it. Like, that's all you can do. Instead of condemn your life and be a depressed potato, what I totally didn't do for years, it's a lot better to, like, see it as just, like, a part of the things that you have and, you know, go on and make the best out of it. And I think I've been really managing that well, especially over the past years. I think the big breakpoint was around 2021. So shortly before I became a Vtuber, I debuted in 2022. And yeah, since then things really been getting a lot better for me. I've been trying my best, even though I couldn't go to school or work. I wanted to go to university, but we have like over here in Germany we have like money pools for like different kinds of things. So you can get money from a public money pool to cover your expenses for necessities like food and your rent, right? But for some reason they only pay it if you go to a regular school. If you would take a distance school, they only pay 1 year, and there's nothing I can do in 1 year. So this is pretty much useless. I don't know why they don't pay distance school, because the other issue is I'm having a very bad immune system. So I go out and then I get sick. It's really like that. Like if I go out one time, well, I feel it already. Like I'm starting to get sick again. I was out over the weekend, and yeah, like my throat is sore and my nose is running. Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. Quitting streaming? No. I'm not quitting streaming. I'm just having some issues. It's just not easy. Yeah. So I cannot really go to a lot of places because I tend to get sick very quickly. And when I had an appointment last time, it was not too long ago. I don't know if you remember, like when I did my comeback stream and then was away for 1 more week after the Eternal Return streams, I didn't stream for another week. Yeah, this was because in between I had one appointment where I had to take the bus to the city and back. And after that, I got sick for like 4 or 5 days and had fever. And it's like this really consistently. And yeah, this got a lot worse over time. Like, it was never really good. I always had some struggles with getting sick, but over the years it got worse and worse. So what I've been trying is to get back on my feet, and honestly, streaming really helped me to like try as good as possible to do something regularly, and like it's also I'm not as alone as when I'm, you know, stuck in my basement all day. Yeah, I'm living alone and I don't see people a lot. That's why I'm usually a lot on, you know, Discord, and I'm on stream now. And it's honestly a big help. I think this is great that we have these kind of technologies that allow everyone to have a share of of just yeah, like contact in a way or another. Although it was also really nice to like be around people over the weekend again. Although, oh my god, like being a full shut-in over all these years been destroying me socially. Like most of the time I was just sitting shy in a corner and not talk to anyone. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. Classic Kona. You were shy? Well, I know I probably do. I think I don't really seem that way usually, but I always had issues with being really shy. I've just been dealing with it for such a long time. And okay, so let me put it this way. Yeah, I'm a shy person, and I struggle with like putting things into words sometimes, especially if it's about me or things I want. But I'm also, yeah, and I have like issues with like being under a lot of people. But I'm also more of an extrovert and more of a people person. So I don't like being with people, but I kind of have to be with people. It's a real struggle, okay? Yeah. And because I've been like having this not just since yesterday, it's like just how I am. I've been learning ways how I can get around my shyness and like just do things. It doesn't work all the time, but I think I'm pretty good at it by now. Though it's not that like things are just easy for me, I just know I have learned how to handle it. Being shy is not the end of the world. You just gotta learn how to convince yourself that it's okay to do things. So basically you're working a contradiction. Look, my mom was always saying you're really special with a sigh, with a big sigh. But you know, it's hard to put in words, okay? Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get too much off the track. Yeah, so essentially I'm struggling a bit with my health and everyday things. And yeah, lately it's something. Okay, so I just want to make sure that like I'm okay, yeah? I'm not dying. I have most of my things been going rather well. I learned how to deal with my pain for the most part. It's still a massive handicap for sure. Especially with the issues with my immune system on top of it. But I can deal with it on a day-to-day basis. I found my ways around it. And my lungs got treated for the most part. I'm getting medicine now, and I got the surgeries. They've been really successful so far. No further like bigger issues. So I'm okay, yeah. Just to make that sure. The thing what happened lately is that I don't know why or how. This is still a big question mark. I started to have more sleeping issues that are way more extreme to what I'm used to. And at some point I started to experience sleep paralysis, it's called, I think. At least it's what we think it is. And I've been experiencing it in pretty rough forms, like fully with like full paralysis, hallucinations, body reactions, and it happened like rather frequently in a short time. So over some time it got like really hard for me to sleep because it made me nervous since my body was reacting so much to it. And like I had this weird thing that like my heart would like feel like my chest got all warm and tightened up, and I felt like I couldn't breathe, and it felt like my heart was racing, and like I don't know, it felt like how people usually describe a heart attack. So this scared me off really, and I don't really like going to doctors. I really don't. But yeah, I was going to a doctor. I was also like, you know, right after this happens, like every time I sit up immediately, I check my heart rate, and I try to like check my balance, see like, you know, if anything is off. But like usually everything was fine, you know, like I had the feeling that my chest was exploding, and then I checked my heart rate and it's like 60 beats per minute. So it's like perfectly fine. Apparently this could be like a neurological issue. Is this how you pronounce it in English? Correct me if I'm wrong. It can be basically a hallucination while you're having a paralysis. Like your body can hallucinate having like being unable to breathe or having heart issues. It's so wild. But yeah, we cannot be sure, so I'm still getting some more checkups on that, just to make sure that my heart is okay. But so far, everything seems alright. I'm getting like some long-term checkups where they're like monitoring me for a day straight and things like that. But yeah, this is for the near future. And I think overall, so where I want to go with this and why I'm telling you about this is because I think this kind of like been stressing me out for a while now. And it's been kind of affecting me mentally quite a bit. And I think I started to become more negative overall. And yeah, it's just that I've been kind of more insecure about things. So during my streams, like sometimes when I check it afterwards, I feel like I'm talking more about my insecurities than I used to, and I overall just feel more insecure about the things I do, and I think it's really getting to me. So I've been really trying to sort it out, you know, like actually go to a doctor and you know, get things straight, making sure that everything is checked up. So, and I feel like since then things calmed down a bit again. I can sleep better now too. But I don't think I can leave it at that. Like, in the end, it's really easy to start getting issues if you're not treating yourself well, right? And I'm living in my basement 24/7. I don't think that's very good. So I've been thinking about what I can do realistically, and I want to improve on things. But I also don't want to, you know, yeah, less streams and online interaction. Yeah, that's exactly what I don't want to end up with. You know, I don't want to be in a position where I say like, okay, so one more things on the list. Yeah, you know that meme with the doors, with like blood on the doors, and the death like knocking on a new door without blood. Yeah, I don't want to have that with another thing in my life that I wanted to do that I cannot do because of my health. It's been so many things already that I couldn't do my first choice because my health got in between. I don't want streaming to be the next one of it, okay? You've been in your basement without eating any food? Oh no, I've been using delivery services to get groceries. Yeah. And by now I started to go out to the supermarket more. At least I try. The problem is that I cannot carry a lot. One time I was going to the supermarket to buy water and milk, and I didn't buy a lot. I only got like 2 bottles of water and like 3 packs of milk, and I was almost collapsing on my way back. So I was like, okay, that's not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't do that. How big are those bottles? Like usually they are like 1 liter to 1.5 liter, right? Yeah, something around that. Not sure what kind of things I got back then. I didn't do this in a long... I learned my lesson. I'm only buying like, you know, like bread, or things to put on my bread. Like lighter things. And I'm only using a backpack now because it's a lot easier on the back than in the hand. Yeah. But I don't have as much space in my backpack than like in a shopping bag. But yeah, I think that's the better way for me. So yeah, what I've been trying lately is to exercise more, and exercising in my case means just like getting out and like doing a walk. Yeah. That's exercise for me, okay? Don't laugh. I'm laughing, I know. But yeah, I just try to get out a bit more. Although it's making me nervous, to be honest. And yeah, I just wanna make my situation better. Like, I still hope that, you know, I can recover from some things. I don't really know, like, why for example, my immune system is so damaged. Like, we couldn't really find like immunity disease, you know, like when, for example, your body is not producing enough white blood cells and things like that. It seems to be alright on me. So it might just be overall degradation with like, you know, I had multiple surgeries in like a not so long time frame, and I couldn't really exercise because of my lungs, and I've been in pain a lot, so I've been laying a lot. I didn't see sunlight a lot, like the stress, depressions. There are so many things that go into that. Especially mental things are affecting you much, much more. Like, I didn't think this would be this bad, but being like a lot in stress or depressed is like really tearing down your bodily functions. For me, what I usually experience is like issues on like toilet. Like that my digestion is like going wild during stress periods, especially, And yeah, like my immune system probably suffers from this too. That's just the most likely answer. And yeah, so maybe this is also a message that I can share to you, Fluffers. To like, give yourself enough time and to relax. It's really important. Take care of yourself. My voice is dying. Can I experience health issues due to stress? No, don't do that. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Did it happen again? Are you still experiencing it now, Kona? You mean the, you mean my paralysis, right? Lately, it's been okay. Like, since I've been going to the doctor and got, like, some additional checkups, and now I've been outside for a few days, and I got more exercise, I feel overall better, and I can sleep better again. So I didn't experience, another paralysis for a while now. Yeah. And, yeah, I wanna be positive about it. This definitely has to be a priority for me, and maybe the stream is more for me than it is for you, Fluffers. I think it's a lot for me as like a reminder and kinda my determination to change things and do better in life. I really enjoy streaming, yeah? So I don't plan to stop anytime soon, and I don't think I'm getting out of my overall situation anytime soon. I will probably still be stuck not being able to like do things normally. But honestly, this isn't bad either. There are so many things I can like push my mind into. You know, I'm kinda a nerd. So whenever there's something that I can get really into, I will probably do it once it catches my attention. So when I learned about what you can do with OBS, I've been modding OBS to the moon. And now I started like writing plugins and extensions for like StreamerBot and all these things, adding scripts and optimizations. It's really interesting. And I hope I can improve the quality of my stream further. One of my friends used to always say, your stream can only be as good as the weakest link of it, as the weakest part of it. So I try to get quality on all of them. Yeah, so this was like kind of the free story to everything. I'm sorry if it took a while. But I think things wouldn't have made really sense if I didn't tell a bit more. And again, if you're interested about like more specifics about how something works or how something is called, this is not really a secret. Like, I don't mind talking about this. It's just that I don't want the Fluffers to be uncomfortable because, like, you know, we always talk about these like kinda difficult things. You know, complicated medical stuff and things that are just inherently more negative. I just didn't really want to do this. And yeah, I'm open to talk about things. If you have questions, don't be shy to ask them. If you ever need someone to watch you over while sleeping, you are. Thank you, thank you. They look good? My streams look good? Thank you, I've been trying my best. Yeah, so I've been preparing a little something. I've been, so since we talked about, like, what my state is, I wanted to talk about how I'm gonna proceed now. And especially, like, things that affect the streams, right? Because that's what you're here for. You're here to watch the streams with me. I at least hope you do. So there are a few things that I wanted to do, and yeah, I made a little graphic. So let's take a look at it. I just go like here somewhere. Oh, where do I put chat? I will find it out in a moment. Hi. So I made a thing here, okay? And let's move chat away. Chat is in the way. Chat, where do we put you? Actually, it's okay. You can still read everything. I just leave you up there. So, I hope someday I can eat fauna made by One-chan. You wanna eat my food? I'm kinda confident in my cooking though. I think I can cook. Although usually just for myself, I'm not putting too much effort in. Okay, let's talk a bit about this. So I've been talking about my goals, and with goals I mean more like specific things I want to do now. And I've been like thinking about like when do I want to do them? How important are they to do? Yeah. And as you can already see, I put like the YouTube thumbnail error in here in red. Very important. Yeah, my health. I really have to look after myself. Again, it's a reminder for myself to that I have to get to get on this fast. This is the first and foremost thing. Look after myself, and I'm really sorry. This is also a reason why I cannot make completely like fixed schedules. I don't know if you saw like early 2022, I've been making like some schedules. Let me see if I can open one. I think I got them somewhere. Let's see, schedules. Yeah, things like this, yeah. Yeah, I used to do things like that. And look, we even had like when only one of us was doing something, we had a shared streaming schedule, me and Ochi. So I cannot really do this right now because, well, obvious reasons, right? I cannot really say beforehand like how things will go for me. But I try to be as consistent as possible. Like I try to stream around the same day every day if possible. And yeah, just like I try my best, but I'm really sorry if I cannot like put it out beforehand and make it like 100% safe. And sometimes I just have to skip a day because, you know, it's not working out in a reasonable time frame. Like when it's getting too late, I'm usually like not going live anymore because A, most of you are asleep anyway, so I would talk to myself most of the time. And B, it's also for my schedule, right? Like I wanna keep my sleep and food as much as possible around the same time. Yeah. So yeah, like health has in there like things like sleeping, it has food in there because, you know, my chronic disease is like giving me stomach pain. So I'm having some issues with food sometimes. It's a struggle, to be honest. But yeah, lately I've been eating more fruit and more meals overall. I'm trying to eat 2 or more meals a day, and it's going pretty well. I'm cooking more often again too. So yes, I can. Maybe I got asked for this already a year ago. Yeah, if we can do a Kona cooking stream someday, and I have to say maybe. Right now, I don't even have light in my kitchen. It actually sucks to cook there. So I don't even know how to record this. I think I need light first and a camera that can capture it. But But yeah, maybe we do this someday. Maybe I show you some German dishes. Or I make you all cringe by making something Asian. Yeah, maybe I can make your local food. You send me the recipe and I try to make it. That would be fun too. Okay. So yeah, that and sing stream. Wait, so then we can go to the next point. So I have a point here called daily voice training. Yeah, I've been always conscious about my voice. It's like I don't really like it. Okay, and I know everyone says that about their own voice. Yeah, but you know it. If you're on my stream, you know it. Like a lot of people point it out. And to be honest, I'm not really bothered by that. Like, a lot of things I'm bothered with because I'm myself not happy with it. For like my personal ideas or like things that I like and my personal feeling. I'm not really bothered by like comments. Like I don't really care about what people on the internet say to me. Like who cares? So yeah, if people come into the chat, they're like, why are you using a voice changer? Yeah, my amazing voice changer, right? Or why are you a man? Oh yeah, I already got this. Why are you a man? Yeah, a good question. If I'm a man, why am I? Like what? What is this? This question doesn't make sense. But yeah, I will usually pick on these comments when I spot them because it's content, right? I think it's funny, but I'm not really bothered by it. So it's more for myself. I would like to. Why are you a man? Yeah, I don't know. If I'm already a man, then I want like a really long beard and an axe, so I can be a Viking. Yeah, I wanna be a Viking. Yeah. Look, I'm a moon bunny. What is gender? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, nothing stopping you? Yeah, let's go. Wait. Let's see. Oh, I don't have it ready. Sad. I don't have the beard asset ready. Okay, another time. Yeah, so I would like to get more control of my voice. I would like to, I don't know, maybe sound a bit cuter on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, overall, I think I want to learn some basics about voice acting. I think it's always a nice skill to have as a streamer. It's really fun what you can do with it. Yeah, so I wanna check out daily voice training. And like different things to do. I already do a bit of things, but these are more for like singing. Yeah. If you didn't know, I really like music. You know, I used to study about orchestration and music production. And yeah, I also really like singing. But I don't think I could do it when someone is listening. Like my voice is really deep, okay? It's really deep and masculine, yeah? Like the Viking I am. So I don't like singing while people listen to me. I don't know if this ever changes. If I was more confident in it, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, if I was happy with my voice, I would sing all the time. All the time. Hello, I was watching Parkour Civilization 2. What? Yeah, so we can see about this in the future, but for now, I don't think I would do that. I need more water. Wait. Hello. Dyson Corner. Hello. Tabby is just a bot. It's amazing. I need to do some work. Oh, don't worry about it. Thank you for being here, though. I'm really glad to have, like, all of you fluffers being here and commenting. It's really nice. This is what I'm doing this for, yeah? It's not here on the goal list because it's not exactly what I mean. Ah, classes. But, yeah, like, interacting with you is like the nicest thing for me. And I really wish that we can grow in the future. So I can do more interactive things on stream. You know, like, I would like to do things like, playing games with like punishment games attached to it. Or have things where, you know, like you vote on things, or you send me things. I really want to make more of these things. Like, you know, have you send me music, for example, like last time, or we do something funny with AI. I have some ideas for that too. But like, it doesn't really work if there's not a lot going on I can interact with. And I think the more people, the better. Why are you quiet? Oh, I really cannot talk so loud. Maybe I'm... Wait. Ow. This is just cruel. Maybe I'm too far away from a microphone. But yeah, I cannot talk super loud because of my throat. I'm really sorry if I'm too low. If I have to lower the music, just say so, yeah? I try to not move away from a microphone too much. This microphone is really strict about how far I can go away without, like... How far I can go away without it stopping to record me in a nice volume. It's really just a small area around it. I cannot move too much. Twitch has been pretty harsh with Vtubers recently. I have seen some things about it. We can talk about it after I'm done with this here. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely want to get into voice training. I want to be more confident about myself for my own personal values and things I want to reach. And I don't know, I've been thinking, it might be really cringe, yeah? But if you fluffers are interested, we could look at this together. We could look at some lessons together and maybe try some things out together and see what you can do for a daily routine. Having more control over your voice is, I think, good for anyone. So maybe you're interested in it too. I will also look into things like, I don't know, how to sound cuter. So if you're, I don't know, if you're a VR chat cat girl, you might want to learn about this too. Yeah, let me know if you're interested in that. I already have quite a lot of knowledge about this from like singing lessons and things like this, but I would like to add on it for like specifically spoken voice. And maybe also talk about my own experience and like what I already do. So if you're interested in like this being content and not just me doing it privately before the stream starts, then let me know, okay? Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have? Yeah, okay, so legal updates. I will not be able for now to take affiliate on Twitch. I will need to go through so many things to do that it's not worth it for me right now. Like, it's actively making me more costs than I would ever earn at this current state. So, which is really sad, because I would have liked it just so we can add emotes and have channel points, like, but since there is the possibility of earning that you cannot turn off, I would need to go through a lot of legal steps because, that's just how my country works, and yeah, I cannot do this. So I will, try to port the YouTube bot that we have right now for redeems and everything to Twitch. And I've been thinking I do these things first, like the porting the bot. This means I have to like, it's basically coding work, okay? I have to change like all of the core systems to like work for both. And it's just tedious, okay? It's just time that I have to invest into it. But it's a one-time effort. So the things that I have here, these are like the things that I want to do right now. Yeah, I want to start with them right now. I want to work with them as soon as possible. And I put these in because I think we would profit from having them. And it's a one-time effort. I just do them once and it's taking time and effort, but then I'm done. So that's why I want to do them first. Yeah, and I want to implement the new redeems. I've already been coming up with some ideas, but the same as last time, if you still have more, feel free to give your ideas and things you would be able, you would like to be able to do, and to interact with my stream, or like, I don't know, it could be anything. If you have seen something that looks fun on another streamer, you can send it to me too. Like, it's okay if we inspire each other. Yeah, stealing is fine. Okay. Yeah, then behind me, I have another exciting thing. Yeah. Now, the stream is getting more positive again. I wanna also, as soon as possible, work on a model. I really feel like restricted in what I can do right now. Like, you know, I feel a bit stiff sometimes. And look at this. Look at my eyes. If you question what I'm doing, I'm trying to wink. I literally cannot close just one eye. It's not possible. I cannot wink. Yeah, so there are a lot of restrictions I have. And I would like to have a much smoother experience, so I will be doing live today. But the thing is, I can only start with this. Once I have the actual model files. Yeah, the art needs some rework for that and so on. So once it's possible, it will go to these things. But I kind of put it here in the middle because I cannot do it right now. And yeah, this will also take probably a lot of time and resources. And there's also something I've learned about this. And that is my current motion tracking equipment is too bad to actually get a better tracking. So even if I rig this on the highest possible level, I cannot do a lot of things because my camera cannot track them. So it's like about camera and lighting and all of these things. So I will have to replace my motion tracking equipment too. It's not just a lot of time that I have to invest into it, it's also money that I have to invest. Yeah. If you're interested in like checking this out, I've been updating my goals on Ko-Fi. Link is in the description. I've been putting everything together, like for a cheap solution that can do everything I want to do for the motion tracking, plus costs for the new model, plus cost for the software I need to rig it, and so on. So there's like a bunch of things that I put in it together. But yeah, I don't expect that we, like get things together like entirely through the stream. But if we can like cover a part of it, that would help me greatly. Yeah. I think iPhone is good for Vtube Studio. Yeah, in fact, that's the industry standard. There is, in fact, no alternative to using an iPhone because it's the only camera that supports these kind of things that work with Vtube Studio. I think it's using like this AR kit stuff from the true depth front cameras on iPhones, and Apple owns that, so no one else is offering anything like that. The only alternative is going 3D. yeah. So my plan is to buy a refurbished iPhone, like something from like 2020. Like, I don't know, an iPhone 11 or 12. Yeah. But they are pretty value resilient. Like they retain their value quite a bit. Even though like the iPhone 12 is based on online assumptions, running out of software updates in like September next year, they're still like $300. For like used ones that are already in use for 4 years. That's insane. Yeah. But yeah, I plan to get one and only use it as like a fancy webcam. I will only use it for like I don't really want to use an iDevice, an iOS device for like as my daily driver for phone. So I will only get it as as motion tracking equipment and nothing else. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but so much about the model. This is something I want to work on as soon as possible, so I can be more expressive. I really want to be able to make more expressions. I've been... Ah, it's Loxen. I just saw the Stinky. Hi, Loxen. Yeah, I've been trying my best to like be more interesting. But I noticed that a lot of things that I'm doing with my face are not actually getting picked up at all. So yeah, this is something I definitely want to improve on. Yeah, so on this side, I also want to talk about this point here, regular video uploads. It's something I've been talking about for a while now. And just to clarify what this means, I still plan to like upload videos whenever I have time for it. The thing is like to start making regular things, to, you know, like make sure that I put one out every once in a while and not just like whenever I'm free. I think it would be good if these things here would be done first. Like the things that is like a one-time effort that will take a lot of my time once and then they are done. I want them all off the table. I don't want to have like 10 things at once. I think this is just like getting into my head, you know? Like if you have too many things going on in like parallels, it's just confusing. So I try to avoid that. Yeah. Another thing is like I want to think about emotes. So since we cannot accept like a partnership or affiliation with like the streaming platforms anytime soon, I cannot natively upload emotes. So, but there are apps like 7TV or better Twitch TV or however they're called. These are like browser plugins that you can install. We can make custom modes there for the channel. Yeah, and I wanna get into this and see how this works. So I've already enabled it for our chat. So if you use 7TV or better Twitch TV emotes right now, they will show up in the chat on stream, and they will also show up in your browser if you installed the plugin. Yeah, so if you wanna see that, try searching up 7TV. And yeah, I wanna check out how this works, so we can maybe put in our own ones for the time being. Did you make this drawing background? It's not there yet. Like I think I already have it in the program, but it's not like fully integrated yet. You cannot use it with the bot yet. Yeah, but it will come. It will come with the other things, okay? So next thing is learn about shorts. I'm not really sure. This is like really low priority for me, but I think making shorts content like YouTube shorts, TikTok is really important now. Making clips of like things you do on your stream is, I think, a major way to have new people finding you because so many people are using it. But I don't know. I'm not really good with shorts. I don't watch them myself at all. Like the only things where I have like short form content, which like falls per definition, you know, like the format and less than a minute. Like the only kind of stuff that I watch are like, I don't know, memes on Twitter and Reddit. It's really rare that I open one on like YouTube, for example. This is like a, I don't know, just maybe like one time in a week, and that on a channel that I already watch, because I just like wanna check something out. Yeah, I don't really understand the appeal of it, and I think it's really hard to make content for something you don't understand. Like, how am I supposed to make good content if I don't know what makes it good? So, yeah, I didn't really get behind shorts yet. I mean, I can imagine, you know, making like clips, you know, like just clips, clip content is like, you know, usual YouTube and Twitch clips of like one stupid thing that happened and cut it down to the vertical format. I think I can do this much. But besides that, I don't really think like, you know, some people make like more definite, more intended things for shorts, and I don't really feel like I can do that yet because I wouldn't know what I can do. I didn't really find anything where I see myself, where I think like, yeah, this is something that I would do. Yeah. So maybe I gotta do some more research. But if you have ideas, yeah, if you are more of a content, short content connoisseur, then feel free to send me some samples to look at. Maybe of other VTubers or like general like things that fit the mood. But yeah, I'm more into like long form content and things with narrative. So shorts are like as far away as what I want to consume as it can be. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. But yeah, I think as a content creator, I kind of have to learn about it. And I would like to try it at least. Maybe I find my kind of niche that works for me. Yeah, usually shorts for VTubers are just stream highlight. Yeah, that's what I think too. I would say my plan right now is maybe get some stream clips for shorts and then focus more on like proper videos to like make a proper video out of your stream. Because I think if you want to grow as a streamer, you need to make streams that you can use as videos. I don't think you grow just by streaming really well. I do think you need on-demand content, but that people can watch anytime, even if you're not online. And yeah, so this is what I want to get into. But yeah, like one step at a time, right? So let's get a stream running as well as possible, and then we get like the additional things running too, so we can continue growing on it. I will still try to push out videos that I can make from the streams whenever I can. But I feel like this will fill up my schedule already by quite a bit. And I actively want to try to, you know, touch res and things like that. So I also need some time of the day for like doing that. So let me quickly reset my camera. Okay, better. I was kinda tilted for some reason. So let me... Actually, no, let me do it like this. Okay, yeah, I have another point right here. So, personal goals. And what I mean with this is there are some things that I would like to do that I don't think are really like time pressuring right now. But I would still like to do them for personal reasons. So as I said already earlier, there's like a lot of, I'm really interested in music, and because of like everything that's been going on, I didn't really get to do it. And especially if you're not in a good mental state, I think that creative things really die out quickly. So, you know, creating something while you're, for example, depressed is such a hard task. And like it's just head empty, no feelings. Everything is kind of empty and meaningless. You know what I mean? I hope you don't, but I do think to a certain degree this is something that everyone can relate to. Like there are these days it just doesn't work. I think that's something that's very normal. It's just a problem if this is almost every day. Or it is every day. Yeah, so I've been really... I had to step back from like a lot of the things that I used to do, that used to be dear hobbies of me, just because I couldn't really do it anymore. And yeah, like things that I would like to do is, for example, I would like to do instrument practice. Like at least one of my instruments I want to like practice on a daily basis. Doesn't have to be long, it just has to be daily. And my favorite is like piano. So I would like to do that again. And yeah, but I definitely want to make sure that like things are going well before that, so I don't start and then like things collapse again and I'm getting thrown out. I feel like this is doing more harm than good. Yes, I also want to get back into studying Japanese. I don't know if I ever told this on stream, but I used to learn Japanese. I've been doing a break when I was like getting into Indonesian. But yeah, like I have a basic grasp of the language and not enough use cases for it right now to really learn the vocabulary. And as a Vtuber, I just think Japanese is really useful. Like the Vtubing sphere in Japan, even though it's like just one island somewhere in the east, it's really big. It's insanely big. So I think it would probably be a good idea to pick that up again. I already got into like the basic grammar. It's compared to other languages I've learned, not much of a big deal. I think many of the Asian languages are probably the easiest ones that I got into yet for like grammar, since they just have a lot of less going on. Like there are less complicated rules for how you can do things. Maybe that's just what I think because I'm German, and like German is, if you're not having this as your first language, then good luck. It's a really useful language for being precise about things and making things understandable. I really like it for things like books you learn from, you know, like things about science, math, work stuff, because it's really precise. It's if I compare, for example, for my IT stuff, I have books in German and in English. And in English, you have like in the beginning, like a bunch of words that explain you what they mean with it in the context of the book. In the German books, you don't have that. You just can like say things in a way that it makes sense. I don't know how to otherwise explain it, but yeah, it's just like, it's a very precise language. But there's a ton of grammar going on. Like you can put like the different parts of the sentence in so many different ways together, and there are different grammar cases. Yeah, there are so many things, like so many dependencies to say a proper German sentence. That's really confusing if you don't have the first language, I think. And like all of these, like the Asian languages that I looked at, that barely have like any differences between, like, for example, a question and a normal sentence. Like they just put it in the same way and add a word to it or something like that. It's so much easier in comparison. I tried to learn German for 2 months and it's too hard, and then I gave up. You can definitely do it. You can 100% learn it. It's just that I would recommend, if you want to learn German, to have a reason for it. Because if you have a reason for it, like something that can give you personal drive, and that you can interact with, at best on a daily basis, it's the best thing you can do to learn a language. Like, have media from the country that you want to consume, or have friends that you want to talk with. Maybe you want to work there someday. Yeah, because you want to improve your living conditions. Like, I know that a lot of you are coming from rather chaotic countries. Yeah, so these are all fair reasons, and this could be a driving factor for, like, learning it and getting in contact with it. And it's also a language where you can find a lot of media in. A lot of books, or even, like, you know, stuff from, like even V stuff, yeah? Manga, anime. There's a lot of things translated to German. It's actually huge. This is how I learned English. Because, you know, with my health, I wasn't in school a lot. I was missing most of the time. I was having more sick days than days I've been there. And, yeah, so, I didn't learn a lot in school, especially, you know, about, like, for example, speaking English. So how I learned it was by, well, reading books in English, watching media with English subtitles, talking to people from English-speaking countries like the UK or the US. And yeah, this is how I learned it. I started to gain a wider vocabulary whenever I didn't know how to say something, and someone, like, I would look it up, and after looking the same word up 2 or 3 times, you will just remember it. This is, like, it's a repetition, right? And you can do this with about any language, I think. Yeah. The hard part about German is the grammar. And if you have struggles with this, did you know that we have a German lesson channel on the Main City Discord? We actually have that. So if you're looking to get into that, you can scroll down. I think it should be down somewhere. Yeah, it's below the voice channels. If you check the Discord here, then here's a category called Deutsch, which is German, in German. You can check this channel for, like, resources. I have, like, linked, I'm in a way. I'm in a way. I have linked a website for, like, learning resources. There's a lesson chat, so you can ping me there if you don't understand something. I will still reply to that, even if we don't do the German streams anymore. You can ask me questions, and I don't mind answering them. Also, if you go to the anime server, you can get the German role and have access to the German chat. And everyone in here, like, there are a lot of native speakers on that server, and they will gladly answer your questions too. Yeah. Okay. Hi there, welcome to the stream. Learning Japanese through anime does not work out well. Well, do you also use the subtitles in Japanese? Like, if you want to learn media, you have to consume them, like, properly, you know? I won't learn English if I read a book from the UK in, like, German, like, translated. That doesn't teach me anything. I need to read it in English. If I want to learn the language, I have to interact with it in that language. So you gotta get a basic grasp of the language. I think what's really easy to do is like learning the basics, like from a proper website or like books. You can get books if you have access to that. Maybe from your local library. Don't use something like Duolingo, yeah, or like apps like this. These are not teaching you anything. They're absolutely terrible. Like go somewhere where you actually learn the grammar and like some basic vocabulary first about like how to introduce yourself, like all of this standard stuff, and then just learn the grammar. Like once you understand how to structure a sentence, you can actually learn about vocabulary. Learning in these apps will not teach you anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to poke up the bubbles, but it doesn't work. The Duolingo bot might come for you. I'm sorry, but this channel here is hard facts and truth. I'm not holding back. Yeah, I've been learning a bunch of languages. Well, obviously I have my primary language being German. I've also been learning English, obviously. For school I've been doing Spanish, but I forgot most of that because I never use it. Yeah, for myself I've been getting into Japanese and Indonesian. I also looked into French for a while. And yeah, no, like I tried out some of the apps, and if they are just, you know, giving you a few words and you have to click on a few things, or like structure a sentence that you know, learned before, like very simple, you know, you just have to remember how the sentence look like. You don't even have to know what it means. Like, this is not really teaching you anything. Grammar is insanely important to learn a new language. Once you understand how the logic of the language works, how the semantic works, then you can learn the language. But not doing two at once? No. Don't learn two languages at once. You just get confused. I used Kawaii Nihongo. That one, oh yeah, that one is actually fine. You can use that. I tried that one too. That one is cute, yeah. Yeah. So... yeah, but this is... we got so far away now. I got distracted. Thanks, you really cheered me up. Yeah, this is about my personal goals. I would like to learn things. I would like to get into piano. I would like to learn Japanese again. Yeah, use the things that I have here. Maybe also get back into music production someday. But yeah, for now, I don't want to do too many things at once. I think first things first, getting my health up as much as I can. Get back to an, you know, like something that's more normal. I don't need to be a special snowflake in everything, okay? I definitely want to get into voice training because it's like about confidence for myself, and I'm not happy with having to listen to myself whenever I have to edit a video. So I would like to just sound a bit more pleasant to myself. Yeah. Port the YouTube bot to Twitch, so the Twitch users can use the YouTube features too, like the redeems. And yes, I will probably do it in a way that you can technically get points on both of them if you watch on both of them. Yeah, I've been thinking about if I should like connect them or do something weird, but no, I think it's okay. You know, if you watch 2 streams and you're 2 of my viewers, then you should also be rewarded for that. I just decided, I totally didn't decide this because doing it otherwise would be much more complicated. I obviously did it for you. That was not because I'm lazy. Wanna see piano cover? I'm far away from that. I know which key is which note on the piano. And I can play the broken chord ballad, and that's about it. How do you even connect those two? I could... That's a good question. I could probably, like, have you connect them. So you can access your points on both, but yeah, like, it probably would have required you to do it actively anyway. Or if I know that you're the same, I can connect you. But then you could also just make shadow accounts. So no, it really doesn't matter. It's just the best solution to leave it as it is. Yeah, then I wanna work on my model as soon as I can. I will give this a lot of priority because I think this will enhance our streams by a lot. But on the other hand, I cannot try it before I didn't upgrade my motion tracking equipment. So I will try to get my hands on an iPhone until then. My finances. Anyway. Yeah, and after all of this is done, we will start to look into the other things that we can do to improve the channel and have more content for everyone. The kind of content, I don't know if you're interested in that, but if you are, the kind of content that I plan to do for my videos on this channel, is that I want to make, I want to take the streams that we do, like for games especially. For games, I think I want to take the streams that we do and, you know, like, kind of cut it together and talk over it, you know, like with a narrative. And, you know, like, we will also have some moments from the live stream and live reactions. But I think I want to take it more narratively because I think I'm better in, like, having time to think about it, having time to think about my sentences. Especially because English is not my first language. And yeah, like, make them interesting. So this is what I want to do. I also want to... I think I will show more of, like, the true live experience, maybe for interactive streams, once we can do more of them, once we have more people. I think they can be really funny as they are already. But yeah, let's see about this. Maybe I also just do, like, highlights, something like, you know, what every YouTuber does. Maybe I do some stream highlights. But yeah, this is, like, kind of up to the future. I think I prefer to, like, you know, write something for it, give it a bit of a narrative, a story. I think I like telling stories. And yeah, I also want to possibly make a new channel for, like, specifically telling stories. There are a lot of things I'm having thoughts on and experiences I can put into it. And yeah, I think I want to talk about them. It's a bit, I know this is a bit cryptic to say, and it probably doesn't make a lot of sense without context, but you will see it when the time comes, yeah, what I mean. I think this is kind of content that would fit me, and I will probably do it on a different channel where I only focus on this kind of content, because I will put the most effort in these. It will be a lot of research and editing compared to anything else I do. So it will be basically, we have done, like, the live stream channel with, like, everything on there, and we will have the channel that's, like, only my highest quality content, okay? But I want to do this after the work on the model is after the work on the model is done, because I'm sorry, because yeah, I want to be more expressive. I want to be able to show what I feel, and I cannot really do this with the current one. I cannot even look angry if I want to. It's literally impossible for me to look angry. I can only be happy. I can be smug. And I can be sad or worried or something. But I cannot be angry. It's impossible. Yeah. So that's why, that's also a reason why this is, like, priority after these. What do I do if I can't remember on my lesson? What do you mean by that? Do you forget to take your lessons? If you want to make... Oops. Did you get past Unit 7? Oh no, I didn't use it a lot. I have books. I have books for learning Japanese. Sorry, I I closed my chat by accident. Yeah, and if you mean you cannot remember what you've been doing in your lesson, do the lesson again. Like, you learn by repeating things. If you want to make sure you learn the things that you're reading and seeing and hearing in a lesson, do it multiple times. The more often you do it, the more likely it is that it will stick. I think you should do it on the same channel, like weekly thing. You don't build channel twice. Yeah, but it can be kind of punishing on YouTube. So like, if you make content that's not interesting to your current subscribers and they don't click on it, then it's much less likely that it's getting pushed outwards of your subscribers. And since I will probably also talk about things that I haven't really been talking about here yet, it probably makes more sense to have a dedicated channel for it. I will talk about some games that I've played during my childhood, and I want to talk about music I'm passionate about. I want to talk about stories, like, from things I've experienced and things I have thoughts on and things I feel like are weird, and I want to take a look into why are we like this? Why are people like this? Yeah, I wanna talk about, I wanna tell stories with like a very personal flair and like my experiences and my my nostalgia and all of these things, yeah. Because I feel like this is something that I can do right away. I don't know. I just think it's something that I could do. And that I like to do. I like to talk about my experiences and share them and thoughts. I'm thinking a lot. I'm having a lot of free time, so I'm thinking a lot. I would like to share my thoughts somewhere. You have books? Yeah, so funny story. Back then, when I was on rehabilitation for like a prolonged amount of time, due to my health again, I planned to quit League, so I was selling my current account at the time. And from the money I got from it, I've been buying books for learning. Later I started playing again though. Such a waste. Oh well. This was the only time I did it though. Oh, but my League of Legends, I've been selling one of my League of Legends accounts. I've been selling the one with the highest rank. Yeah. And I got Japanese books instead. And been learning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, books are... If you have a nice book, like, I don't like these old ones, you know? These are the ones that are from, like, the early 2000s or from, like, 1900 something. I feel like the way they teach things are pretty dated. Not all of them, but most of them that I have experienced, and I don't really like it. But I found some more modern ones. They're German though, so I cannot exactly recommend them to you. Yeah, they've been doing a more dynamic, and I feel like an overall more modern approach to it, and it works better for me. Yeah, I think if you want to learn from books, you kind of just have to find something that works for you. Yeah, so like, it's... How am I supposed to learn it if all of the descriptions would be in Japanese? It needs to be, of course, in a language I can understand. If I want to teach you that, I don't know, mir geht es heute gut means I'm doing fine today. You need the reference. Like, I cannot just tell you these words and expect you to understand them. I need to translate them into a language you understand for a frame of reference. So my Japanese books are German to Japanese. Does this make sense for you? Yeah? That it's not that everything is German, it's German to Japanese. Okay? Okay? Does this make sense? It's not an English to Japanese book, it's a German to Japanese book. And you're an Indonesian. Yeah, 100% Indonesian. Based on Google, I am Indonesian, that's true. Well, but you know, I decided that, that I will use German instead. Because I like bread and potatoes. Yeah, that's it. I like to eat bread and potatoes. In what circumstance would it make sense? I have no idea what you're talking about yet. Okay. Yeah. So we're done here, okay? I've been talking about everything I want to talk about, yeah? Okay. Let's get us off the screen. Yeah. Hi. Say something in Spanish. Something in Spanish. Sí, buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal, amigo? Try Elvish? What? What is it? I mean, I bet this is out there. There's probably Elvish out there. Wait, I wanna look this up. Let's see. Elvish. Elvish languages. There are multiple. Internal history of Tolkien's Elvish language. Wait, what? Tolkien's Elvish languages? Other Elvish languages. Oh, there's so many. Oh my god, why are there so many? Okay. So, what are these based on? Some of them are based on Old Norse, Welsh, Irish, French, English, Romance languages. What? Finno-Ugric? What is Finno-Ugric? Wait, this is... Finno-Ugric is a traditional linguistic grouping of all languages from the Uralic language family, except the Samoyedic language. I have never heard this in my life. What? Where is this? Let me... So they are spoken here. You always learn something new, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Learn Dragon. Yeah, we're learning the Dragon Tongue. Isn't the Dragon Tongue in like a lot of myths like this magical language that like works like magic but better? They just say words and it happens? Yeah, maybe we should learn that. I fluff it. Thank you. I enjoyed today's stream. I've been really unsure about talking about this. And I've been worried that maybe, you know, it might not be what you would like to hear. And yeah, but the stream turned out enjoyable, and I definitely cheered up. Thank you, everyone. I don't have a lot of energy today, so I will be nice, okay? But don't expect me to be nice tomorrow, too. Like Puss Rhoda. Yeah. Did you hear of Midas? What is Midas? I will seek knowledge. Midas. The most famous King Midas is popularly remembered in Greek mythology for his ability to turn everything he touched into pure gold. I think I've heard of King Midas, but I don't know his story. Bye bye, Kona. Oh, wait. I'm not ending right now. We're still talking. I'm not exactly in a hurry. I have already eaten before I started the stream. So it's okay if we go a bit longer than I planned. I don't have to cook. I ate potato and chicken nuggets. Have a good night. Why is everyone thinking that we're ending the stream now? We are not ending yet. I'm still here. Ah. Midas Gold? That's a very interesting name considering King Midas turned everything into gold. Chat is legit trolling. He also died of starvation because everything he touched turned into gold. Oh, that sucks. Wait, why didn't he not... Oh, wait. Does it count with all of his body parts? Like, even if he puts it into his mouth? So he cannot get fat either? Yeah, that's unfortunate. But wait, how did he get old then? Maybe he got the ability later on. Yeah, maybe I should look into that. That sounds funny. Core of Midas. Okay, let me look this up. Okay, I have their Twitter. They have a Metallica banner. Because if I touch you, I'm caustic enough, it will kill you. That's, what a nice self-introduction. It was a curse? Oh my. I'm learning today. Yeah, search out the video and like, you can send it to me on Discord. Maybe we can watch it later. Ah. He moved his cursor and also died. I will read over it. I will read over it. You're confusing me, Chad. So, let me quickly check on the stream if everything is going well today. Yeah, the streams just look great. No internet dead or anything like that. That's really nice. Awa! Oi! I'm confusing myself. What the hell am I saying? Yeah. Good question. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do my goals make sense? Is there anything you would like to add? Anything you would like to see in a stream in the future? if you want to, well, if you have ideas for things, or you would like me to do something or try something, I would be glad if you shared them with me. Also make sure that if you're feeling strongly about something, you really want me to do something, then like post it in the comments a bunch of times on my VODs, yeah? Like this is where YouTube is always reminding me of. So I have like no other choice but check them, yeah? So this is, with this you can make really sure that it's like keep on popping up for me. And if I see it often enough, I will definitely do it. For most things. And I can say something inspirational right now. Do you trust me in this corner? No, chat, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. But if you want to say something inspirational, you can do so. I will put a quote on the screen, and then we judge it together. What? I think that's fair. Don't worry, we judge peacefully. I'm going in the corner. Oh, no, Fluffy, you don't have to. I get. Dying noises. Hey. I cannot talk today. I cannot talk today. I think once we end the stream, I make a tea. I make a hot tea. If I still have tea here. Oh god, I hope I still have tea here. And then I drink a tea. Do something you enjoy, like stretching, grabbing a snack, or even play a quick game. Sometimes a little change can boost your mood and creativity. You know what? We put this up. Because I think this is really true. Something I've been saying to my colleagues at work, like, you know, we've been developing things. Yeah, I've been, in programming. And, you know, there are these times when you're just stuck. Like, your head is stuck on a problem and you're not getting out of it. So, I think the best thing you can do is, like, get completely away from it. Like, get up from your desk, go away, don't think about it for at least 5 minutes, maybe 10. And then go back to it. It works so much better. It's such an improvement. Because it's like, if you're getting too deep into it, you start to not see things anymore. It's like, when you're in a forest and you focus on every tree, then like, it's becoming too many trees to manage and you start to get lost. Does this make sense? I don't know if this makes sense. I don't go... it's not like I'm in a forest a lot. I didn't get lost yet, so... But yeah, maybe it's like that. Yeah. Very have a quote here. What is this? My depressed stream turned into a motivational one. Things always go different than what I planned them to be. Why are we so positive here? What is this? Let me be a depressed blob. Okay. Is there something you want to talk about? Oh yeah, I remember we said, we had this earlier. Where was it? Let me scroll up. Yeah, this one. We said we talk about this after we're done. Twitch has been pretty harsh on VTubers recently. I've been hearing about that too. Actually, some of you have been DMing me about this. I actually got DM'd about this today, like 3 times. From different people. And like my thoughts on it. So maybe let's talk quickly about it. It's been about some tweets that's been going on recently. Let me pull it up. Oh, I think I'm not logged in to Twitter right now. Wait, let me quickly log in. Kuromiya Konata. Oh, where's my password? Okay. I go onto Twitter and immediately the thing I'm talking about pops up. Amazing. Gotta go now. See you. Okay, see you. The stream won't be long anymore anyway. Because at some point my voice will start to fade. So have a good time. So where can we go? Can we use this? Yeah, we can use this. This is the perfect ratio for Twitter. Shoo. Yeah, so there have been 2 major things going on. And it's about clothing rules. It's been about clothing rules. And it's been about loli and shota characters. Yeah, and see, like, I've been just opening Twitter, and this was like the first thing that's getting into my feed. How ironic. Oh, that's pretty late. Wait, I said we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it after I'm done with the gold thing. I didn't forget. Yeah, so let me see if I can find it. Probably someone in my DMs. I will find it. God, my DM list is so long. This was just a few hours ago and I already have to scroll down to find it. Okay. Okay, this was one of the ones that someone sent me. I also got another one here, but I cannot show this because we're on YouTube. And if I show this, I might get into trouble, so I don't. But I will do my best to explain it. Yeah? No, I mean, the chat notif disappears on screen. Oh, I can do this anytime. Like, I can just take you and put you on my screen. Oh, now it's that twice. So maybe we don't do that. Okay, so, it's been about, like, this one been going around now. It's about, like, what kind of clothing, VTubers are allowed to wear. Like, if you, for example, wear a swimsuit, it doesn't cover your entire hips, right? So you cannot do that. Female presented nipples, it's a bit of a weird one. And underbust must be covered. So I think it's the lower part of the chest. Well, it's not a problem that I have anyway. This guideline applies to VTuber models, but not video game characters, including those uploaded into games such as VR chat. But these guidelines apply to Vtuber models, but not video game characters, including those uploaded into games such as VR chat. So this is where things get weird, right? It felt like, I think this is fine, right? Like, I don't really care about, you know, if they say, okay, you need to be this much dressed. And if you're not, you know, if you're wearing a swimsuit in a virtual beach, for example, you can do that, but then you need to be in the beach or hot tub category. And, you know, as long as this applies to everyone, I guess this is alright. But yeah, it's exactly not, right? So a lot of people have been pointing out about like what kind of things people have been doing on VR chat instead. And yeah, I have like a tweet here right next to me, but I cannot show it because, you know, YouTube will not be happy about it if I show this. But it's essentially a girl in a micro bikini with a lot of proportions in like VR chat, and she's like just doing like what all 3D VTubers do, you know, like just having a model and like, I don't know, talking, singing, I cannot see it, yeah. It looks really on the edge, but like this is okay because it's on VR chat. A lot of 3D VTubers use VR chat, obviously, because why wouldn't you, right? So I think this is a bit of a weird one. Like, we're talking about drawing characters and stuff, and I don't know if it's okay to show it, like show fictional characters with not a lot of coverage. Like, you know, when you play an MMO, yeah, and you have like, let's be real, a lot of people in MMOs play characters, especially female presenting characters, that are not wearing a lot of clothes. And it's okay there, because like, why wouldn't it? It's a game, right? This is what the platform is for. But the same kind of thing does not apply for a fiction character if it's not in a game, if you load it in like a tracking program. But if you do it in like VR chat where you do the same thing, it's okay again. Because this seems like, it's so confusing, right? Again, it doesn't really apply to me. Yeah, like there's nothing that applies to me. I'm family friendly. They would still allow battle flash streamers that are basically naked. Yeah, they also allow this for VR chat characters. Like, what I'm seeing here is basically naked. So I can see why people are kind of upset about it, because it is okay in one case and not okay in another case. But they say for VTubers, it applies the same way as in other streamers. For this, so, but then there's the second thing. So for this, I would say like, okay, this is hard to manage. I can see arguments on both sides, yeah? So like, yeah, Twitch cannot, you know, they cannot really ban this for like all video game characters. You simply couldn't stream some games anymore because the characters are just dressed really loosely. And okay. But then there was also the thing, yeah, with this here. This is about fictional characters that look young, yeah? Yeah. I will just read it for a moment, yeah? Depicting fictional anime characters of childlike appearance, loli shota, with any kind of sexual framing is not allowed. This applies to VTubers and avatars in games where avatars are uploaded, such as VR chat, with childlike avatars, even if the broadcaster and operator of the avatars are above the age of 18. Any humor regarding anything sexual in relation to minors will result in immediate action to your account. On a fast look, this doesn't sound like bad, right? I mean, like, any humor regarding any sexual relation to minors, right? Like, duh. Why I think this makes a big difference, together with this, is because this is now saying, if you look young, but you are 18, you still get treated like a child, which only applies to VTubers. And this is saying, this policy applies to VTubers the same as real streamers. You know? It's like, there's such a because try to apply the same thing to a real person. So I'm in a cosplay scene, okay? I used to go to a lot of conventions before my health got worse. I've been, until 2019, I've been going to conventions every year. And yeah, I know I have like a lot of cosplay friends. I've been cosplaying myself. And I know a bunch of girls that are really tiny, yeah? They're really small. And do look really young for their age. I have friends that need to show the ID when they want to buy a movie that's rated 16 and up. Yeah, they need to show the idea for movies that are rated 16 and up, and they're 25. So this exists. Now try to apply this rule to a real person. You're saying them, yeah, you're an adult, but you look like a child, so I'm gonna treat you like a child. Isn't it kind of body shaming? I don't know. How do you call it? This sounds really bad to me if you put it that way. So the moment you apply this logic to something else than that, it kind of falls apart. Or is it just me? Am I crazy? I feel like this has so many holes. And especially because it's like so imprecise. Like, what is sexual framing? Does this mean, like, if I'm playing a game and, like, I don't know, the game is making a joke that is kind of sexual and I'm reacting to it, or like I'm going, you know, like I'm setting a second level on top of it. You know, I'm not talking about a micro bikini stream, yeah? I'm talking about mild stuff. It's making a pee-pee joke now illegal. You know what I mean? There's no reference to what level is considered sexual framing. And there's also no reference to what is a loli and a shota, because, you know, if I take the word of old people, like, I don't know, it's something that I noticed, like, during the time when anime was not big in Germany yet. I've been, like, leading a community, and we've been, you know, doing stuff like fan translations and things like that. We try to get it more popular in Germany. And in the end, like, with the effort of everyone, like organizing fan events and translating media to German and all of these things, like, it got popular over time. Especially when things started to get mainstream attention. And yeah, like, back then, you know, there was, like, a talk in our government about generally having every anime that's coming to Germany be 18 plus. Because it has vulgar jokes, and all characters in all anime look like children. That was part of the argumentation. You know, like, where's the definition? What is a loli? What is a shota? Like, there are so many different styles. And what about chibis? What about chibi characters of, like, adult characters and adult models that have, like, a chibi toggle or something? Like, is this also a child because it's small and cute? It has big eyes? You know, there's no point of reference here. So this is very open-ended. And this could mean anything. This... petite is now illegal. Yeah, petite is illegal. This is really how it sounds, because... Like, how do you define on an anime character how old they are? Like, some people argue with, like, the head-to-body ratio. But how do you measure that? Like, most of the time, I'm like this on my stream. You don't even know how tall I am. It's so rare that I actually go up. And yeah, what about small characters and small people? So it's just a weird thing. And, like, you know, having round faces, big eyes, an overall cute look. You know, the opinions of this are so different. Like, I would, you know, in my head, I also have a difference between, like, what I would consider a, you know, loli, which is, as far as my knowledge goes, means literally small girl. Yeah? Loli literally means a small girl. So if you're small and petite, you're a loli, okay? And people have really wild definitions about that. Around the net especially. And with like all of the recent happenings to like, you know, VTubers getting restricted on Twitch, I really don't know how we should, you know, take this. So what is a loli, you know? In the eyes of Twitch. It could be anything. Like, in terms of anime style, unless it's like unless you're a Berserk character, I guess. Or like, I don't know, a character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That are, by the way, most of them are not... like, they're like, JoJo's like 17. So, it's so silly. It is so silly to go by like looks. Because again, like, once you take this logic and apply the one-to-one the same logic to like an IRL facecam streamer, this would be extremely offensive, I think, and wrong. So where do you draw the line? I think there is no line drawn so far. They just throw words into the room, and now everyone has their own opinion and like their own standard on it. Like, everyone thinks, you know, like, for some people, a loli is a character that has like a round face and is flat, you know? And the same character with like a larger chest would not fall on a loli for them anymore. No matter like the size or the story or whatever. So it is really strange. Because now we don't know what exactly we are supposed to, like, what are we dealing with. Again, it doesn't really affect me. I think my content is really family friendly overall. But yeah, that doesn't say how strict this is. Like, I also chuckle if I play a game and it's making like a comment about something. Is this, yeah, am I, okay, if I'm, you know, like, I would say I probably fall on a loli, right? Like, I'm small. I'm small, so I'm a loli, I guess. Can I now not play games anymore that have like an 18+ rating? Like, I don't know, I'm playing, for example, Doom. Am I not allowed to do that? Because, you know, like, child and youth safety. Does this apply to me now? Yeah, I feel like this is really not outlining anything. It's just saying something without saying anything. Yeah, this one, it's the same as my IRL adult buddy. Yeah, she looks small. She looks small to me. And yeah, I know people like that, and they are sometimes getting a bit bullied, you know, like for, you know. But if I think about like someone being like, you look like a child, what are you, a grade schooler? Like, this sounds like bullying to me. That's why I think this is a bit iffy. And definitely needs concrete clarification. So, I haven't fully looked onto this article yet, so let me see if there's any context. I will not go through all of this like in detail. I wanna call the stream and end soon. But yeah, just so we didn't have like some context that was left out. Self-destructive behavior. Like playing League of Legends? Twitch does not allow content glorifies, promotes, or encourage self-harm. Yeah, obviously. Okay. We also prohibit activity that may endanger life, lead to physical harm, or encourage... This is 100% good. It's always bad if influencers, or however you want to call them, are a bad influence because they do incredibly stupid things. And then other people do it too. So, this is good. Violence or threats, yeah, terrorism and violent extremism. So I guess that's my lore count. Other sexual violence. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Youth safety. Let's see. Is this in here? Yeah, it's in here. Yeah, but there's no further context. It's just that. Oh yeah, I read about the sexual harassment thing too. So if you're now asking your favorite streamer for feed pics and they mute you for it, and you afterwards do it again, or you write them a DM, then you can get banned from Twitch for that now. And you know, if you're already getting punished for it and you do it regardless, I think that's fair. But it sounds just so super funny to me. If I think about what things I'm getting pinged for on Discord sometimes, oh boy. I think they just want to protect children. If they would want to protect children, then why is this still here? Even if the broadcaster and operator of the avatar is above the age of 18. You know, this is about children here. This makes 100% sense. Of course they are supposed to protect children. What is a bit iffy is that they have special rules for VTubers on how they look like. You know, like on one hand we have like VTubers fall under the same rules as other streamers. Unless they are in VR chat. So not all VTubers, but VTubers that are not using a game for showing the VTuber. And on the other hand, it's like, oh no, but for VTubers, if you do look young, in our opinion, we are gonna treat you like a child. You know what I mean? It seems a bit... And again, if you would do the same thing to a person who looks young IRL, like this happens even to me sometimes. I don't think I look like a child, but like I do have like for like things, you know, when I buy something that's rated 18. Yeah, like I had this a while ago because I was like I was buying for like me and a friend some groceries for like traveling, and they wanted to me to fetch some alcohol. I think it even was for cooking. I think it was cooking alcohol. And yeah, I had to show my ID. They've been unsure if I'm already of legal age. So, if I'm looking too young, am I not allowed to do things that I'm old enough for? You know, this is kinda two-edged thing. Like on one hand, you're the same, but on the other hand, not really. You're only the same if we determine you're the same. If we think, in our definition, which we don't outline, so it could be something else for all of our employees. Like one of our team is saying like, this is a loli, and another one is saying like, this is not a loli. Like, there's no clarification on this. So this is an extremely difficult thing. This could be just used as an excuse, you know, to act on personal feelings rather than clear rules, because the rules are not clear. And even with this, like, article here, it's not getting any more clear. No, you had to show your idea? Yeah, I still have to do that. I really don't understand why Twitch doesn't ban sexual stuff entirely. I mean, there are enough platforms for that kind of stuff, or just allow it entirely. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Like, it seems so... They're so... Oh, I froze again. One moment, I'm restarting it. Yeah, but they seem, like, really unsure of what they want to have and what to do. And they have, like, all of these, like, extra rules, like... This affects only VTubers, but make sure that VTubers are following the same rules as other streamers. But it doesn't count for game characters. So if you are a VR chat VTuber, so your VTuber is uploaded to VR chat and it's a game character, so then the rules don't count for you. It is so strange. I really feel like they don't know how to handle this. And this is just allowing so much confusion And I can see why people are so upset about it. Yeah, I know I said it before, but like none of this is affecting me. I am a very family-friendly streamer, and I'm covered more than enough, and I don't plan to have any outfits anytime soon that would collide with these rules, yeah, or anything like that. I also don't think I'm saying anything that would like go against the rules. But I can see why people are really confused. Like, none of this really makes sense, and it's really clarified. I do understand that there's probably a good intent behind it, and maybe they also want to protect themselves, I don't know. But it really is difficult. Again, like once you take this and put this onto non-VTubers, onto like real people, it's becoming harassment, I think. Like in a way, you know, it's like kind of insulting. Like, yeah, you look young? In our eyes, you're a child now. What, you have an underdeveloped body you can absolutely do nothing about? Oh, well. You're not allowed to drink on stream, and you're also not allowed to make a pee-pee joke. Like, what is this? Like, there's no clarification at all, and it sounds really iffy. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on this. Plus the issue with games is that you don't know what in the game will happen, and since it's live, you can't decide after playing it you upload or not. Yeah. So this is another thing I've been thinking about. What I just said a bit earlier. Like, yeah, what about games that are like, you know, like adult rated? Like, this is. It's so strange. Am I allowed to play Cyberpunk? Am I allowed to play Doom? Or am I looking too young for that? So the game rule said don't ban half of the streamers. Yeah, of course. I've been saying this earlier. You haven't been there, so you don't know. But we have like this thing here with like attire policies. And they say they wanted to apply to everyone. That means it applies to VTubers the same way as it would apply to normal streamers. Which a lot of people are having like discussions about if this is really true or not, because obviously not everyone is like keeping them. But it says like these guidelines apply to VTuber models, but not video game characters, including those uploaded into games such as VRChat. And VRChat is a popular platform for 3D VTubers. So it does apply to VTubers, but not to all of them. And this is like where people are confused. Because I have some posts here that I cannot show because I would get issues with YouTube if I show them. They are showing almost naked characters in the VRChat section that are like doing normal VTuber content, but with like 3D models in micro bikinis. And this is okay, you know? I can see why people are confused. Damn, yeah, I can show you one. I can post him on a Discord, that's okay. So, yeah, so this was kind of what all of this was about, and I feel like I can understand a bit of both sides. Like, I can see the struggle that Twitch currently has to like figure out the rules, but this doesn't work. This is not accurate enough. It doesn't really specify like any guidelines, and it's really hard to do this anyway for like drawings. Again, we're talking about like this mostly affects 2D VTubers, because it's 3D VTuber you can, I guess you can just use VRChat and you're good. Okay, the loli thing also applies to VRChat. So yeah, it needs more precision about like what they mean. It needs to be more clarified, more defined in general. But this will also be really hard because art styles are just different. You know, if you look, for example, at like for example, Lucky Star, yeah. Alt anime. Who doesn't know Lucky Star? So if you take these characters, oops, and let me try to open it up. Yeah. If you take these characters and put them right next to a character from like Berserk, yeah. If you put them next to Berserk characters, and then like, you know, compare them, then they will look a lot younger than if you compare them with other characters of the same art style. Like really, everything that's happening, if you look like at the other characters of like different ages within the anime, if you look at their faces, they kind of all look the same. They're only the height changes really. So art style really makes a difference, especially for anime, because like a lot of anime is just inherently more cute. And cute, like making things cute is like, it has a lot to do with like structure, and these features can definitely be taken as childlike, because a lot of these structures are more often like they're more common in like people that are younger. But it's not like adult people cannot have it at all, and it's like, this is like drawn stuff, so it's over exaggerated. I'm pretty sure you've already seen posts about people like comparing like anime Moe styles like K-On! With like cat faces rather than human ones. And there are so many factors to this, so this is so hard to actually define, even if you want to define it. So this is difficult. I can see why this might be a problem to do. But right now it's just open-ended. It's just like, if you are lowly enough and you did something that is like, how was it called? Sexual framing? Whatever that means. Like this, again, this could mean anything in this case. It doesn't say what sexual framing is. Like, does this mean that it needs to be inherently sexual? Like, does the model need to look like literal, like, succubus or whatever? Or does this already mean that, like, making any kind of, like, sexual implication or joke, you know, like, for example, within the context of a game or things like that, is this already bad? Like, I can see this being very open-ended, and very open-ended in a way that's bad for streamers, because they don't know what's okay and what not. It's like on YouTube, you know, you're not allowed to say a lot of things, but YouTube doesn't tell you exactly what's okay and what not. And sometimes things are okay for one channel and they're not okay for another channel. So these are things that we don't want. And on YouTube it already sucks, but you can do post-process, like you can edit some things out afterwards, especially if you're a larger YouTuber and like your livelihood depends on it. Then some of them have tools to edit some things afterwards, after videos live. Not everyone, I think it's not widespread, but I know it exists from like what other people been telling me that are in that sphere. But live, it's impossible. You cannot know things that happen live. Like, even if you plan out things. Like, I didn't think I would talk about this today. It just, like, it came up and I thought, yeah, sure, we're talking anyway, so let's talk about this. Not gonna lie, Lucky Star, even the teacher doesn't look older than 20. Well, you know, the entire world is, like, kind of set in, like, a cutesy, feel-good comedy world. So they made everything look like kind of small and cute. It's just like how the style is. And yeah, of course, if you take something like this, if this is your art style, then like, yeah, all of them look kind of young, but like young in comparison to other art styles. If you take the art style within itself, and you know, you start to build a frame of reference. Yeah, you have like working adults, and you have like the younger characters, the more teen and children character, and you have like the young adults, you know, like I think the main cast is like 17 to 18 around the series. Then you know, like you start to build an internal frame of reference. So how are you translating this into the real world? I think this doesn't really work, except if you want to condemn some art styles altogether, and chibis, I guess, because all chibis always look small and cute. You can even take like some scary demon lord. If you make a chibi out of it, it's a small and cute character. It's just how it works. And so is this all not okay anymore? Like, I know I say not okay, but I know this is like especially about like sexual framing. But again, sexual framing could mean basically anything that has anything sexual in nature, because it's not defined. It's not a word that they define anywhere else from what I've seen. Yeah, that's the only match. Yeah, so that's a problem, I think. I hope they can clarify and define on that. And honestly, if I can put in my personal opinion without like arguing just out of logic, I think it's really weird to have like such strict rules about the fictional characters, about like the drawing. Like I see that it is required to have a line. But yeah, like right now, as open-ended as it is, and like looking at the history, you know, with like people like Fallen Shadow getting into trouble, it's like it's not setting the best. It's not setting the best stage for it, you know. I'm not having a lot of faith in this. Yeah, but then again, I'm not massively into the Twitch world. I don't know a lot. This is just me rambling out of my stomach. And yeah, these are my thoughts on it. And what I would like to see is clarification. So that people know what they're allowed to do. I would also hope that YouTube does this someday for like their content guidelines that are kind of written in the sky and depend on what shape the clouds have on a day. Yeah. It's just straight AI, and if AI says you're sexual and you should get banned. Yeah, that works really well. You know, on my Steam page, like completely harmless and cute drawings got like flagged from like I think multiple services that are used for age checking. like the Light one, where the Light girl is like drooling over a snack. Yeah, so drooling over a snack is now explicit and needs to be censored. Because of this, I had to change my profile, because my profile was a big blurred image and it looked so wrong. Yeah. Why don't VTubers not create their own streaming platform? The niche would be large enough for this. Yeah, honestly, a lot of people are saying this. A lot of people say, like, VTubers should just make their own one at this rate. It's not really looking good. But have the resources for that, right? Like, making a streaming platform is like a lot of data that's running through. Like, you have like a lot of like this live sharing going on. You have the storage afterwards for the VODs. Like, you cannot just do this. Like, if you think about the current biggest streaming platforms, you have YouTube, which is owned by Google. You have Twitch, which is owned by Amazon. You have Kick, which is owned by, how is it called? Stripe, like the gambling platform. These are all huge companies with enormous amount of money. And it's not like for example, Twitch is from everything I know, not making plus. Like, they're not earning money with the platform. As far as I know, the numbers are red. Yeah, like if you please do your own research. Yeah, I'm not an expert, but like from everything I've seen and heard, Twitch is not making plus, and it's probably still a win for Amazon, because like it's a big cultural thing, especially in like the US and Western countries. Which is the main operation, probably, of that company. You could find finance via donation shares. Yeah, but like, these exist on Twitch too. And like right now, it is on Twitch too. So why would it not work on Twitch if this would be the case? Like, Twitch is taking 50% of your income until you have reached like a certain, I don't know, how are they calling it? Plus program points? Like, if you have enough plus program points, then you can go down to, I think if you're like a partner level streamer, you can go down to 30%. So they take 50 to 30% of everything you earn on Twitch already. There's another one, Fansly. I guess. I guess. But I think that one works different. I haven't looked into it, but I have not seen it in the usual context yet. Twitch could be profitable. I don't think it has to be. I think it holds a lot of cultural value. Like in the internet, I think they have a lot of power with it. It's a very big streaming platform. And probably for gaming streams, I would not be surprised if they're... I don't want to say they're the biggest ones, because YouTube is so big on a global scale. YouTube is definitely not as big in streaming as Twitch in the gaming sphere in like the US. But outside of it, YouTube is really big. Performance enforce strict guidelines to protect users and maintain a safe environment. Yeah, they say that. They say that, but it's not like this is a rule that they principally, you know, there's like so much left and right about this. There's so much that's like kinda true for some and kinda true for others. It's not clearly defined. And again, the problem about this is it's being open-ended. In the end, no one defines what is a loli and what is a shota. No one defines what sexual framing is. Or with this rule here. Yeah, it is... It applies to VTubers, but not to VTubers that are in a video game. That is... It's difficult, okay? This is what I want to say. I'm saying, like, it makes sense. I can see why they have rule enforcement, and it does make 100% sense to have this and to have limits. But this is not the way. This is not finished yet. This is leaving too much open ends that might lead to negative things. So I think this needs clarification. Definitely. It's proactive measure to avoid controversies that could affect the whole community as a whole. Yeah, all what they do right now is affecting the community as a whole. Like, people getting banned are not getting notified about it, are getting banned for really silly reasons. VTubers getting banned much longer than other known cases for the same things. Like, currently they're causing the controversies with it. Because these rules, from everything I can tell, as like a person who's not super invested into like the Twitch sphere and what's going on, from the outside, it really looks like this is not maintained well. It is not communicated properly. It doesn't seem to be applied to everyone evenly. And it also, like, it really gives off a feeling that specific kinds of creators get much harsher treated than other creators for the same kinds of things. Like with the recent thing with Fallen Shadow, where she was like doing a drinking stream, I think. Like, I have not seen it, but it got explained to me as... So please take this with a grain of salt. I have not seen it myself. It got explained to me as like making a joke that is like about a self-harming topic, yeah? And I do know from like clips I've seen from Twitch that like people do this. You know, they have jokes that are kinda macabre, you know? They have jokes that are kinda difficult. This happens all the time. And so far I have not heard of anyone getting punished for that. And that VTuber got like a 30 days suspension. A 30-day suspension means that all of your subscriptions, like your income, is getting cut off. You would not do that, especially if you think like, you know, oh yeah, the person's endangered, so we gotta protect you by cutting off your income you're using to support your family. This looks more like an attack. This is completely unreasonable, especially at the first offense. So I don't know. There are a lot of issues going on right now, and it's been it's been going up. Like, there have been so many confusions about, like, the Twitch rules, and they've been, like, changing things multiple times and not explaining them properly, leading to like, miscommunication, misunderstandings, for a while now. This is not happening just since yesterday. So I think this is why people are really annoyed by now. It's because it's been going on for a while, and it keeps going on, and everything they put out really sounds like they're especially picking on VTubers. Like, there are all these extra rules, with a lot of them being questionable. Like, I think a lot of them make sense, yeah? Like, you know, that a model needs to be dressed up is fine, yeah? But then again, I can see why people are start to question it if it's not getting applied evenly. If, you know, if other people are allowed to do it and you're not, then you, of course, start to question. They should decide for it. And I think this would be the best for anyone. For everyone, yeah. The more money the creator brings, the less Twitch wants to ban them. They've been banning people that definitely are not doing bad on Twitch. I don't think this is necessarily true. I feel like, you know, if you have a bad actor in your company, that's all it takes sometimes. Like, what would look better? What would look better as a company? Like, if you have someone who's doing things that are kinda not okay, and you admit to having, like, personnel that you want to keep, but that are, you know, treating people unequally, or if you just, like, come up with a reason why this is completely justified behavior. Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe people in charge don't like it either. Like, it really can be as simple as, like, oh yeah, I don't like VTubers, right? And again, like, I'm just saying this as, like, a possibility. Yeah, this is, you can call it a bit of a conspiracy, yeah? But it's not impossible. I feel like from the things that I have seen, at least, you know, I get these things on my Twitter all the time because I'm in the VTuber bubble. It doesn't look very great, you know? Like, with people getting banned and not even getting an email about it, with, like, any reasoning, or, like, they just get yeeted for something. And it's leaving a bad taste, for sure. So I don't know. I think they need to sort these things out. I also feel about this, feel similar to this about, like, some things on YouTube. But I don't know. It's like, I see it more critical on Twitch because, like, live streaming is like, you can't edit things out, right? It just, like, what happened. It's there. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like everything. I don't want to talk much more about this. It already took longer than I wanted to anyway. But yeah, this was just something I think kind of needs to be talked about. Like, since I started streaming on Twitch too, it also could affect me. Although I really don't think I am affected by this. I really think I'm really family friendly and, like, nothing of this affects me. But yeah, this is not a good way to describe things and put things. And yeah, it's not good. Okay. Ba. Hi. YouTube share bans to comment if I use it. Let me see. It's not showing up in my chat right now. Yeah, I cannot even see it. I cannot even moderate it. It's just gone. Okay. Wow, now we ended up going quite long again. My throat feels really sore now, so I will probably call it a day for today. I might sit in a VC and, like, I don't know, watch some videos while drinking a tea. so I don't have to talk a lot and can enjoy the evening. If you want to, feel free to join me. It's like a reaction stream of all the reactions. And yeah, that's everything for tonight. I hope I want to thank you all again for listening to my story, for listening to my worries. And again, I really don't want this to like become the norm. Yeah, you can ask me about my situation, you can ask me about my health, all of this is okay. If I'm posting, you know, that I'm skipping a stream, it's okay if you chat me and, you know, say nice words or ask me about like what's going on. It's okay, I'm fine with this. Yeah, it's not a secret or anything. The only things that I don't want is like talking majorly about negative things. I want to have the overall mood be more on the positive side. But with it still being okay to talk about like serious things or like things that kind of way. But yeah, overall I want to be more on the positive side. And I definitely don't want pity, yeah? I can deal with my life. Yeah, I don't like being pitied. Okay. Yeah, besides that, it's okay, yeah? You can talk to me. I will start working on the things as I told you earlier in the goal section. I hope I can bring the YouTube bot to Twitch as soon as possible. If you are a professional C# developer and you want to help me, yeah, I would gladly take some help because I have a lot on my plate right now that needs to be done. According to Legal Eagle, it's targeting an illegal. I mean, Legal Mindset, the lawyer. You mean the thing that's going on in Twitch? Or what are we talking about? Kona watch Dominion Tank Police. Send me the name. I will look it up. I mean, like on Discord. The Twitch, the YouTube chat is gone when I close it. So. Wo soll ich mich auskotzen gehen, wenn er in unseren DM? Ja. Ah, das kannst du machen. The hell is Legal Eagle? Legal Eagle is a pretty big YouTuber that is like having I think a legal agency in the US. Yeah. That's a pretty big channel. Yeah, the one on Twitch? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, like, this was the thing that I said earlier, right? Like, it kind of sounds like bullying to me. Yeah. Okay, told you enough times? Yeah, sure. Now I know what I need though. Like I had to try out my current setup first to know which things work and which don't. And I think I now know, you know, which part's not working well yet and where I need some extensions. Like, you know, I will have to make the YouTube bot working for Twitch. So this is requiring me to extend on it. And I basically need a state checking system for like the Vtube studio integration. So there's a bunch of things that I want to do. Yeah, so and if you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. I don't either. Yeah, it's just like a lot of work on top of the other things that I still need to do. Especially once the model is ready to be rigged, I will spend so much time on rigging. I don't know if I should stream some of the rigging, or if I should keep it a secret. Because it will have, like, I think it would be more fun if I keep it a secret and then make a reveal. Maybe I make some of my rigging sessions as like content for the Patreon. Maybe we can do that. So if you want to spoiler yourself, then you can do that. Ow! Legal Mindset is actually a lawyer that recently joined the Vtuber community. Oh, that's cool. Ow! Stop throwing fish at me! Where was I? That kinda hit the brain cell I was using just now. Wait. Ow! Oi! Yeah, so if you want, you know, I just joined PC after this, so, I can show you what I want to do. I think that would be the easiest thing. Okay. Yeah, what's an interesting topic? What's nice to... Hiya! It was nice to talk about it with you all. And I wish you... I wish you all a good night. Okay, yeah, thank you for coming, thank you for staying, and see you again next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.